did it. We got the saddle for our pteranodon, Starscream, so let's go for a bit of a journey and a bit of an adventure together. Yeah, it's good now. We can actually explore this map without worrying about any dangers on the land. Get a lay of the land from above, and I guarantee I get lost along the way somewhere. But it's good being so close to the snow biome. There should be some Argentavis birds in that. What I will do is, because I just realised I've got no water, I'm not set for adventuring, so we'll go and top ourselves up with water in that and make sure everything's all good. And yeah, and then we can go for a little look around the island. It shouldn't take too long to just make sure I've got everything, water and everything all sorted, so I don't starve or die of dehydration while in the snow. This is going to make it easier because we can do some mining. Once I find the mines where they are, we can start mining metal and flying it back rather than hiking for days to get to the spot. So we're doing pretty good. We've got our flyer, we've got our trike, we've got a dodo farm happening, and once I get all these tranks and that sorted and go and grind it's a beautiful view from up here, isn't it? Once we grind all the metal and narcotics and everything for the trank darts and the rifle and everything, we'll move on to making our own kibble, I think, and that way we can tame creatures faster. There's a lot happening down here. It's such a deadly world. There's always something going on down on the ground. Got an Argentavis, looks like a rhino. Yep, looks like they're all going for the rhino. There's their wolves there too. Gosh. We'll make sure nothing else is around us. One thing with the flyers, if I do remember, is I have to keep an eye on the stamina. Otherwise he'll just land. And he won't care where he lands. If it's in the middle of a T-Rex pack or in the middle of the water, he'll just land. So we'll make sure we always rest up in between spots, and we've got energy to just hover. So there seems to be quite a few Argentavis birds around here, so that could be promising for the future when I decide to try and trap one. Although from experience, they usually, and I've only ever played this game properly once, I guess, before, and from experience I believe they are usually surrounded by other deadly creatures, carnivores and wolves and sabres and stuff like that, so it looks to be quite nice. We're just going to be an exploratory video, this one I guess, looking around with our new flyer, getting a lay of the land like I said, seeing what's what and where's where, getting some landmarks in. Yeah, so like I say, we're going to grind the metal and all that as well. That's going to be another thing I'll probably do off camera, only because it's going to be a bit monotonous. I've got to find the mines first, and which is why I'm just flying around now, having a look around. Hope we don't get lost. Shouldn't be able to get lost. Oops. I have to excuse some of the rendering on this game lately. It's been terrible. It's been dreadful actually. Just lagging out quite big time. Not sure if it's my end or if it's an update or whatever's happened. But we persevere. There's a castle there which I'm going to look at some stage, but judging by the map, and here we go again with the rendering. I think judging by the map, straight across from this castle, over there, we'll go over that peak, and that should be our hut down there, our camp. But eventually, it's going to be a bit of a trek up there, up to the castle, but I wouldn't mind actually moving camp at some stage once we're set up. And the castle seems like a decent place, although it's cold. We're going to need some warm clothes, lots of fire. And getting our dinosaurs and our dodo especially up there might be a bit tricky. But I'm sure we'll sort something out. And you can see the rendering again, what I meant by terrible. So yeah, we're going to be doing a bit of exploring, a bit of grinding, getting some metal, all the good stuff. go collect berries, and I've got a garden growing there. Not much is happening at the moment, but I will at some stage increase the gardens. We've got our trap here, which we can, I guess we've always got stone there that we can take from that if we need it to, but not much I can see worth trapping around here at the moment. Starscream's going to be our go-to dinosaur. See if I can do it. There we go. Magic trick. So I'm not sure where to explore first. I guess up in the mountains behind us is where the mines are going to be. It looks like the jungle over that way. And a bit further over that ridge, like I say, up this way, the castle's up there. But we'll look around the snow dome biome first and see if we can't spot some decent mines and that up here, which are close by. The closer the better, because I'm going to rely on carrying it, and I don't think the weight on this pteranodon is that great, so we'll be making multiple trips to the mines. And it looks like we've got a dinosaur and a mammoth and Argentavis all fighting each other. Jeez. And this is why I'm concerned about moving my dodos, if I ever do. Only because, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with keeping our dodo farm where it is either. It's safe down there. And I just have to make visits there every now and then to harvest the eggs and feed them and whatnot. So, I mean, it's a possibility. Living in the snow is going to be harsh, obviously, as I watch this dinosaur and bird fight each other. So yeah, we're just basically flying around, like I said. There's not much to see. I mean, not much to see. There's quite a lot to see, I should say. Oops, we won't go too close to that one. Okay, we do need to rest though. As you can see, the stamina's flashing up on the top right there. So we'll duck into the shadows and hope for the best. Nothing's seen us come in here. What I do like about these birds is they do cling, these pteranodons I should say. They cling onto the wall quite well. Well, let's have a look around and I'll see you soon. So it's night time, and yeah, pretty much just going to do a lot of in-house, well, housekeeping and tending to the animals and such. At some stage I will be renovating this. I'm not entirely happy about the setup, but we'll get to that a bit later on. We're looking okay. I'm not too impressed with the grass over there, so I may move the bed and put something else over there. But for now, we're just going to do a lot of, like I say, in-house keeping and maintenance and look after the animals. Go and collect the dodo poos and the eggs and see what we can do with those. So we just got a bunch of dodo eggs and some dodo poo in that. Now only fertilised eggs can be used for it, but you've also got to check the egg health. So if the egg health, as you can see, is low, it's probably not worth doing. But I'll find an egg that's got decent health on it and we will chuck that. What you do is you put it by the fire. We've seen this before, haven't we? Yeah, we'll chuck that down there, heat it up. None of the others are any good, and then we just wait for that to hatch. So while that's doing that, I'm getting sick of this brontosaurus stomping around by us. As you can see, it shakes the whole ground. Eventually I may decide to, let's say, take care of the pest problem. Our gardens are going okay. I'm not too familiar with how to do the gardening. I just keep topping up with fertilizer, make sure it's got water. Yeah, we're doing okay. I've got, what, 2 narcos and a sava root over there. So I'm not sure how long they take into fruit and whatnot, but we'll find out how that goes as time goes on. Eventually I'll have quite a big narco berry garden. Will save me having to get berries, or at least give me an extra boost when I do need narco berries in a hurry. So like I say, what have we got in here? We can chuck our eggs in here, I guess. Chuck our meat too, because we are going. Yeah, we'll store the eggs in here. I think it's probably best. I'll get all this done and then I'll see you in a bit. Right, this bloody dinosaur again. Stomping around, shaking everything. It makes it hard to focus on what I need to click on. Gonna get some berries quickly with Traximus here. And make some narcotics. So this is basically what I'm doing, just hanging around camp. So we'll find our narco berries that he got and we'll take them off him. There we go, he can keep a hold of the rest for now. Let's look at our seeds, what we got. We don't have any narco seeds. That's okay, we'll come across some eventually to make more gardens. We better feed this little chick that's hatched down here. So level 131, that's pretty good. Decent, getting decent level dodos here. Well, I think they're decent, but I guess as time goes on we'll find out if it is or not. And we'll just add all these in. Like I say, this is all I'm doing in this video, is just a lot of mundane stuff. Making materials. We've got trank arrows, it looks like, so we're pretty good. We do need to make the rifle at some stage, but we're going to go mining for some metal for that. And actually find the metal nodes up in the hills somewhere, which eventually we should get onto in this video, I hope. I do want to make some fences, some fencing along here. I need some wood, so I'll go and chop some wood. I'll be back in a sec. Right, we didn't need too much wood hopefully, but we can make some fences now, just some railings like that. I'll show you why in a sec. We're just going to tidy up a bit in this little camp. Might be pointless, but it just makes it look a bit better. Some railing across there. There we go, that looks a little better now. So yeah, this is all I do at night time, because I'm not venturing out at night into the dark. It doesn't look that dark out there when I start getting out there. You'd be surprised, away from the fire and that. What are we going to make? We think about maybe making another forge at some stage, but for now I think we'll make us a nice comfy chair so we can sit out on our little patio or porch, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we don't really want a chair inside. Well, let's put it out here so we can look over the inlet, I guess you call it. Right, there we have it. Nice comfy seat. And a porch there so we can look over the water. Very good. It's looking very homely now. And our little chick down here is... how's she doing? Get some berries. Something to eat. Got more berries in here, do we, that we can give it? Yeah, there we go. We'll just grab a bunch of those yellow ones there. I don't know if any specific berry is best to feed them or not, but food is food, right? There we go, you should be okay for a bit. Let's see if I can... so fiddly to actually focus on them. There you go, that's better. Now to try and see how far from maturity it is. I have to squat down for that. There we go. About halfway. Okay. Shouldn't be too much longer. Oh, like I say, I'm thinking I'm going to do some rearranging, so I'll get that done and I'll be back. Right, I've done a little bit of rearranging. As you can see, the bed was in the other corner. We're going to go do some mining now that it's daylight. So we're going to head off up into the hills. I know that way was all those dinosaurs when we went for the wander that time. But we'll go this way. I have done a couple of laps, I guess you call it, to the mine, so I know where it is now. So I'll take you over there and just basically show you what I've been doing. I did forget to record. I get carried away sometimes while playing this game. Just over this little ridge here, so it's just around the corner and over this ridge right up here. We've got our metal nodes there. I have been attacking this. There was quite a bit more. I do think there's a dinosaur down there, so we just want to check. That's alright. Hopefully it can't get up to us. It should be okay. We'll just get Starscream right next to the node. Jump off, take what I can. I'll probably have to leave the stone behind because it'll weigh too much. I'm limited to about 100 pieces of metal per trip, so this will be my maybe third trip. And as you can see, he's not flying very well, so we're going to have to drop something. Drop the stone and see how he goes with that. We do need to get some food for him. Her, sorry, it's a her, I keep calling her him. I'm having a look around because I know there's cats around here. Saber-toothed tigers, or saber-toothed, whatever you want to call them. We've got some of them around here. Maybe the Argentavus had taken care of them. I did see on one of my trips that the Argentavus did force one of the cats to commit suicide off that ledge. But that was on my first trip, I think I noticed it. Let's have a look at this if we can. And bear with me, because I'm not much of the explorer with the... Oh, we've got to land because he's tired. We don't get a say in it. Okay, we're just gonna go down here and hope for the best. Right. So it's quite a nice area. Up by the beach and the trees and everything. We could probably come up here at some stage and just harvest all this stuff out of here. But like I say, there is some wildlife here. I have seen some birds, like I say, the Argentavus are up there diving down from the cliff. From this cliff up here. See? So I do want to see what kind of level they are, because I am trying to eye one up. Whether I'm successful or not, we'll see. I always do this, it's so hard to actually get spot on. There we go. It's a level 85, and that's something I would try and take, I think. I'm going to need to have a trap set up. So basically, you have a trap where you're going to have to lure the bird into the trap by attacking it. And then it gets stuck, so you shut it in there, and then you tranquilize it in there. But it's going to take a lot of material, a lot of stone and wood, and all that kind of material. So now I'm just going to focus on getting my tranq darts and that done anyway. Build the rifle. There's another bird over there. I don't know what level it's at. Where did it go? There it is. And that's just a level 25, so we wouldn't bother with that one. I mean, it would be alright, but it's not going to be the greatest bird. So we'll head back to camp and offload our metal, get that all smelted at the forge, and then we'll transfer that all over to the smithy and do all that. That's basically the process I'm doing, is harvest metal, and as you can see I've got about 300 odd pieces, 400 odd pieces of metal there. It's going to be a slow process, so I'm considering making another forge. I mean, we can make bullets and that now, so we might get on to making some bullets. We'll see. It'll take a while to smelt 300-400 pieces, so I mean basically that's all I'm going to do is harvest metal, bring it back. Let's go get some stone. So there we have it, that's the stone collected. I'll just get some more materials from the smithy, wood and fibre and thatch and stuff, bit of everything. I'm not sure how much we need exactly, but I'll grab a bit of everything, and what I don't use I'll put back in here after. There should be plenty. Build ourselves a forge. There we go. Excellent. And I will put it up against the other forge, so we'll have a twin forge, I guess. What's the best? Yeah, it makes sense to have it here. Should do it. Perfect. So we've got ourselves a twin forge. That's going to make getting all that metal out of there a lot quicker. It's going to come to us faster now. Otherwise we're going to be waiting around forever. So we'll chuck some wood in there and the metal in there, we'll light that fire and let that do its job. I'm going to fast forward till night time now because it's going to be a bit boring and monotonous. So I'll see you shortly. Alright, so I've done quite a bit. We're just putting some gardens down now. I do have the rifle and some darts made, and we're doing fairly well at the moment. Went through the day, it was quite monotonous like I said it would be, just grinding away with materials. But we're there. We still need to do some more mining at some stage. But yeah, so we're just putting these gardens down to get some narcotics growing. Narco berries, and then I'll focus on other plants at another stage to make kibble. Yeah, so I guess all along the water edge I'm guessing that's gonna get watered just by being near the water. I could be wrong, but we'll find out in a minute I suppose. We'll see what happens. So we'll just put the seeds in there. And then I've got to go around and pick up some doo-doos and hope that that gets watered. So another day passed, sorry, and it was pretty repetitive stuff. Everything I showed you in the 10 minutes prior doing the gardening was what I was doing for the whole day pretty much. It wasn't anything interesting, trust me, it took a while. But we've got our ammo and our rifle now, so got our garden going. We're up and running. Excuse me. So this is the monotonous job as well, coming through here, and I may have to make a bigger pen. And at some stage I'm going to have to start pairing these things up so that they mate a lot faster, because I know there's more females in there than males. So we may have to get some more males, I'm not sure, we'll see how that goes. Or just hope for the best when they hatch, I guess. It seems to be a lot of them are females being hatched. And we'll leave that one, that's not ours. What I have noticed is that some of our dodos that I don't keep an eye on, who I've hatched, follow me once they mature, I think. And I found some in the water. So I've had to rescue them from in the middle of the water and call them back to me. But yeah, so we got our garden going now. Fed that with fertilizer. Hope for the best with that. And we're looking pretty good. We're getting there. I didn't want to make this home, but this could be a little farm. It's a safe spot. Nothing's gonna come and harm anything down here. We're not gonna get intruders that are gonna harm it. So I may, if I do move, may just take the trike and the pteranodon with me. And leave the dodo in the farm here. And just come back now and then to maintain it. Collect eggs and whatnot. We'll see how we go. That might be a plan. Just make some. Just take all that stuff. Just do need some spark powder for the whatchamacallit, the preserving bin. We'll make some more ammo. We're getting a bit low on what we can make now. Only because we're running a bit short of gunpowder and metal ingots, I think. I know, metal ingots, we seem to be okay. We're doing pretty good. It's just the gunpowder, which I need to start farming that again. But I also need to remind myself I need the spark powder for the preserving bin, so to keep that operating. We'll make those bullets. We'll see what we can do after. We'll make some more tranks. There we go. So we've got a good little system happening here. The process has been long and arduous, but I mean, we've got quite a few darts now, and we can keep making some more. We've got narcotics. We'll make some more of that. Basically, the grind I've got to do now and then is to top everything up. But we'll just clear our inventory and put all the resources in there. So we're ready for another trip to the mines, I guess. That's the next thing. So if I can clear my inventory out, should be okay. So yeah, we'll put the spark powder in the preserving bin. I think that's running low. Yeah, it's only got like 3 left. So if we keep that running, that's good. That's that. Chuck the eggs in there. And I'm now seeing something. Did I chuck the wrong eggs? The wrong seeds in that garden? That's something I need to check. Excuse me. I think I've gone around, planted the wrong things. The wee dodo. Let's have a look what I've done here. Can they give me any info? Yeah, so we've got to take these seeds out. We don't need those. We need the narco berry seeds. Alright, that seed's gone for some reason. Oh, there it is, okay. Must have been on the wrong garden, my apologies. So we'll just see if this guy's got any more seeds on him. Yeah, that's the confusing bit. I was looking at the black or the purple, thinking it was the narco berries, but it's not. So just seeing if we've got any rare seeds that I should be planting, but there's the narco berries, so we'll go for that. Make sure we got enough to plant, chuck them in the garden. We got more than enough by the look of it now. Can only put 1 in each garden, okay. Like I say, I'm not too familiar with the gardening on this game, but we're getting there, we're getting there. I will eventually make a glass house, which gives you the greenhouse effect, I guess. Ooh, we'll pick up my poo and we'll put that in the garden, because that's what we do. We utilise everything. Chuck it in there. There we go. Okay, so we haven't got any water yet. We just hope it's going to rain soon, or that the water's going to get into the soil. I know this is going well. We've got berries growing on it, so everything's working. We just need to keep up with putting fertiliser in there, make sure that it is watered. I have set up the irrigation system next to it. I don't know if that's doing anything or not, so if I've done something wrong or I should add something to that, let me know in the comments, because I am a bit of a noob, but I will do some research when I have some downtime and look into how to do the greenhouse and the gardening a lot better. So I'm sure I can do a lot better than I'm doing at the moment, but we're only just getting started anyhow. So our savroot's going nicely, it's nice and bushy. I don't know what to do with that. Once again, I'll research that. And there's that rendering issue. Look away for a bit and then look back, it should be okay. Strange. I've got no metal in there. And we've got a couple of bits in there, so we'll take it. We do need to go for another mining mission. So I'll get onto that and try and suss out to build ourselves a trap at the same time. We'll make some more narco berries. We'll make quite a few of that. Or narcotics, I should say. And some gunpowder. So we do need to go for a bit of a harvest session with the mining. Just to put some more metal in there. If we don't have that much in there, we can't do anything at the moment. It's the gunpowder issue as well. So we'll keep grinding the gunpowder and get some more metal going. We'll see how we go. I'm dying of thirst because I've been working so long and I haven't even stopped to think about my health or hydration or anything. Have a bite to eat while we're here and look at the scenery. It's beautiful. It's still dark. I'm not ever going to venture out in the dark. Not until I'm more well equipped. But it is definitely hard to see what's around, and I don't want to be confronted by anything. Some more poo. So every time I see a bit of poo, I'm going to pick it up if it's near camp and chuck it in the garden. I may even make a fertilizer bin, I think it is. And we can just start storing it in there. But like I said, this ain't watered yet, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. I'll wait for a bit of rain and see what happens. And in the meantime, I'll do some research. So that's pretty much it for this episode. Until next time, take care. See you soon.